campaign. To a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll manage to pick. It's second down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And see, when you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
To me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. From the gun, here's Pickett. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Pickett now on 1st down. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which is spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On on 1st and 10. It's Pickett. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Again, another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. That means they've got to execute.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Pickett. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain down.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cole Beasley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Cole Beasley who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. Allen off the play fake. On the move to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. It's knocked away and incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pickett back to throw.
Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there, keeping the toes in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Actually, it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On 2nd and 7.
Pickett, catch is made by Harry. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Dolphins first down.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now a stoppage here, as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Allen. And this one is incomplete. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Pickett's throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Allen's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught again by Schultz.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Allen.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Allen. He'll buy some time right.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Caught left side by Cobb.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far in this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
46-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They'll at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go. He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Miami set to take over. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. Well, they needed two. They could only get one. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dalton Schultz and the rest of this offense set to begin another possession.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? That he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, how what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Pickett.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Allen now looks to throw. The left side completion to Jones.
He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play that time on a catch and run. 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Allen. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Looking for Beasley, got him on the slant.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Pickett now on first down.
Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Thomas.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Guaranteed they've been talking a lot about, can we find something that'll go our way? And that tip ball, that definitely just did.
Well, and with this margin manageable, yeah, that gives them a little juice maybe on the tip.
Yeah, they're not out of it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Very
Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. Now Cobb to return. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's the big fellas that look right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami.
On the return comes Cobb.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll try the right side with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on second down. Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And a nice call and really good execution there because it gave him a little bit of a different launch angle, perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
60 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And Beasley with it over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9. Pickett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, Brandon, we can see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the but no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From midfield, here's Allen. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Brady, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throw with Allen. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Adam Thielen, an 11-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they'll tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer?
By Beasley. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cole Beasley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Pickett.
He hits Beasley right side.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Catch here, left side, Thomas.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are in into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On play action, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Max Crosby getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That one complete downfield to Thomas.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. Lions 38-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. On a slant, complete to Michael Thomas.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Connor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Pickett taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Pinero's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
27.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Holding offense.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, Allen. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. He has a first down, and that catch will also bring yards receiving now on the afternoon.
We're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. A check down here for Henry. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Allen to throw once more. The left side completion to Jones. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete.
I think we're both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Allen off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Allen gonna throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now Allen again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Randall Cobb from 8 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They run and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scooping score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Miami set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Pickett on 3rd and 1.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pickett now on first down.
This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Pickett to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. A first down carry for Henry. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. So the Dolphins now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Looking to throw here. Pickett. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Here's Pickett. And he's got his man here, Beasley. Now Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Detroit, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.